Hey guys, excuse me for filming vertically, but I'm not exactly sure how to get my when I film sideways, it comes out sideways, and I can't turn it. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and do what's going on here. You can see we got Ole Blue out. Yeah, it hasn't been touched in over a year. Well, about 15 months now. It hasn't even been touched. So, but today we got it out, or actually 2 days ago I pulled it up and put it in here, and now I've got it out here because it's really nice out, and I'm decided to put it back together actually. And you'll see in the previous post how I have plans for it and everything, where I was going to reinforce the frame and do the whole crazy build, engine build, transmission build like I did, the nice winch and everything, full electricals, lights, reinforce everything, whole bunch of stuff. Oh, suspension, that was the main one. We were going to do independent front suspension. Anyway, you can see that's not happening right now. Why is that not happening? Because in here you can see there's the hubs off Ole Blue, and there's shocks on the Mountain Murray. Okay, so you can see the Mountain Murray in there. Mountain Murray, and the reinforced frame on it. So you can see that Mountain Murray is already getting the treatment that this one was going to get. So yeah, the Mountain Murray is getting the treatment first. I'm not saying this one's not going to get that treatment. This one is going to get the treatment. I'm probably going to end up having the Mountain Murray and this one on the same level, almost the same builds generally. When they're both done, they're going to be pretty close to the same builds, I think. But the reason I'm doing this one is because, if you go back to the Mountain Murray thread, to the original thread of the Mountain Murray before the build off, I believe the first post on the forum, the plan was to enter this into the build off, run it in the Christmas parade at the end when it was done. That didn't happen because I wasn't old enough to drive it in the parade, and the Mountain Murray wasn't going to be up to par anyway. But now that I am old enough, I was going to drive the Mountain Murray this year in the parade. But that puts me on a time crunch too with this one. Again, I don't want a time crunch because I'm only at the frame right now. And for suspension, I haven't touched the transmission or the engine yet. I've just put the hubs on. But I still got to redo the transmission and the engine. I haven't even got to that stuff yet. And it's going to take a long while. And I think I'm going to run out of money to have this done. And I have to have a certain amount of money through the winter because I'm not selling tractors. So, which is why the 4-wheeler is going to have to be sold, unfortunately. So the Mountain Murray is just not going to be done in time for the parade. So what does that mean? That's where Ole Blue comes in. I got to thinking, I'm like, you know what? Ole Blue doesn't actually need that much work to run and drive again. Even tripping over the wiring for the winch. Doesn't need that much to run. It's pretty close to where the there's Duke Energy. What are they doing here? Pretty close to where the Mountain Murray was when I took it apart this last time. Frame is basically identical to where the Mountain Murray was. So the Mountain Murray had the dual clutch off of this one originally. This one's got a single clutch off of something that I don't know where it came from. It's got the front end. It's basically going to be where the Mountain Murray was at the end of the build off. Actually, recently where the Mountain Murray was, because I've pretty much run out all the kinks of the Mountain Murray in the build off. That's where I'm going to have this basically where it was at the end of the build off, just without any of the kinks in it. And well, of course, I know there's going to be kinks because there's no bronze bushings in here. It's going to have play. No front reinforcements in the front end. I know it's going to have some problems, so that's why we're not going to run it as hard as we did the Mountain Murray. But we're going to put this back together, get it running and driving pretty close to where the Mountain Murray was, get it looking a little better than the Mountain Murray, running a little better, just a little bit better than the Mountain Murray was. And we're going to run that around for a little while. We're going to run this Ole Blue in the 4-wheeler while the Mountain Murray is in the process of being rebuilt. And then we're going to run this in the parade because I don't have enough money to get the Mountain Murray where it needs to be for the parade. Or just see it. I can have it running and driving for the parade, but I want to have that. I want to have it where I want it, and it's not going to be there. So we're going to put Ole Blue back together. That's what I've been working on. You can see I've got the transmission in, the engine in. I've got the front end on, the engine plate, rear on. If I need 2 more wheel bearings so I can put a set in this wheel or one of these wheels. I already have one for one of the wheels, but I need another set. You can see I also got the wheels. One of them I got it switched around so that it is both facing the right way, and I got them beaded. So now they are ready to be put on. I just need to put the bearings in, and I can put those on and have this thing a full roller. I'm getting ready to put the body on now. I still have to work out. The biggest problem I'm having right now is the clutch is hitting the shifter. I don't know why. And I don't have a shifter because this was originally a hydro. So there's no place. I have to do left-hand shift with this one. So it's going to be interesting. I got to do a left-hand shift on it. Still got to wire it. That's going to be fun. But you can see where we are with it. It's down to the frame, motor, and trans right now. Getting ready to have a roller pretty soon here. If I can get a set of bearings from maybe the auto parts store, then I can have a roller probably tomorrow, maybe even today. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and put the body on. We'll work through the shifter in the next few weeks. I put the body on. I'll probably go and put the rack on. I'm not sure if I'm going to bolt the body down yet, just in case I need to take it off. I probably won't. But you can see Ole Blue here is coming back together. Not to where I was originally going to have it. It's just going to be a step above the Mount Murray, how it was. And we're going to run this for a little while until it wears itself out. And by that time, Mount Murray should be running and driving real good. Should have it tried and tested. And at that point, we'll just bring this in and give this thing the Mount Murray treatment. And have ourselves 2 pretty darn well-built wide bodies. So, yep, that's where we are. We're going to go ahead and get Ole Blue back together. We're going to run him around for a while up until the 4-wheeler is sold and the Mount Murray is back up to par and running again. And yeah, you can see my brakes here. Got better brakes on it, so no rolling to the river this time. Mount Murray's going to get even better brakes than this setup. But yeah, so there we are. And look forward to seeing what's going to happen with this thing. It's going to be fun.